basically it's going to be about, well, we've been getting a lot of inboxes regarding our friendship and what we've been doing all the past years to maintain it, knowing that girls get jealous and fight, and you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so we've decided to dedicate this episode
to sharing tips on, you know, what works and what doesn't work, and things we've noticed over the past. I mean, first of all, I think it's important to say that you can't force friendship with anybody. So I've had people walk up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're a nice girl," or "You're quiet, can I be your friend?" or "I like your hair, you always dress so nicely, can I be friends with you?" And in my mind, I'm like, is that a criteria for, you know, being friends with someone? I think friends find themselves, as ridiculous as it sounds. There are things that draw us together, but then we build on those things, and those are the things that determine if those friendships will work. So your friendship could start, or the foundation of friendship starts from little things like, or working out together, or being in the same school, or being African, or, you know, having gone through a similar situation with somebody. But then that's not really, you know, the basis of the friendship. There's so many other factors that you need to work through to get to that point where you, or get to a point like me and Josephine, whereby you know them so much. I think those things are just, you know, the earliest stages, the foundation.
And it takes a very long time to build on those things. For example, you can't meet someone today and expect to be best friends with them. It takes time. It's like, you know, being in a relationship, I would say, because, you know, you just meet a guy and you guys are getting to know each other. In order to build that relationship from boyfriend to girlfriend to fiancé to husband, you have to put in work. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to share our tips with you and hope you enjoy it and then learn from it.
Sorry, I always cut it off. Another thing I wanted to say is that friendship is actually the most unpredictable thing you can ever experience in life. You could be friends with someone for 5 years. I mean, you could see me and Josephine sitting down here and we've known each other for 10 years, and one thing will go wrong. I mean, we try not to let anything get in between the friendship, but it is so unpredictable, and it takes so much to have a small circle of friends that actually know you and are with you through a long period of time in life.
Yeah, it does. It does. So we have different points that we're going to make today, but so I'm just going to start. And for me, the first thing I think in friendship is accepting. You have to accept somebody for who they are. If you can't do that, there's no point being friends with them. You have to accept yourself first, and then you can be able to accept somebody else. We are very different, very, but but I have to respect that. That's who she is, you know. I accept her for everything. If you want to be friends with someone, you shouldn't say, "Oh my God, they have this bad habit, they have that, and this and that." Yeah, we all have bad habits and stuff, but for you to build upon that friendship, you have to accept that person exactly for who they are. It might not suit you, but because you want to be friends with them and you want them, that friendship to last, so you accept all their flaws, pretty much.
Another point that I think is very relevant is self-worth. It is so important to know what you bring to the table. If you don't value yourself, you can't value another person. If you don't understand how important you are in a friendship, you will probably mess it up. It's just that simple. I value her. There are things that I can never tell anybody else that I can tell her. She brings certain things to the table. She brings understanding, she brings care, she brings patience. She brings me to a level where I can sit down and I reason. And I appreciate that. And she knows what I bring to the table as well in the friendship. So self-worth is very important. It does not create room for jealousy because everybody respects the position that everybody is. And it's just the point that she was saying. You like people for who they are, not for things. Not because that girl is a pretty girl and she makes your group looking really nice, or not because she knows people who know people and you just want to hang out with them. If you accept someone for who they are, if you accept yourself for who you are and bring your best qualities forward. I mean, friendship is like a game of cards. you bring your best forward, and that's how you win the game, pretty much.
Yeah. Another point for me would be respect. In any relationship, not just friendship, any relationship for that matter, you need to have respect for one another. You need to respect someone else's opinion, and they're going to do the same for you. If you don't have respect, then there's no way it's going to work. We understand each other. We have respect for each other. I take advice from her. She does the same with me as well. But I respect. I respect her opinion, but then I have my own. Just because she's going to tell me that, you know, this is what I think, that doesn't mean I should do it. But because I respect her, so I'm going to listen to what she's saying. So you need to have respect for one another, and once you have respect, that's going to take you a long way.
Another point that I'm going to share again is loyalty. For me, this is the biggest thing in life. If someone is loyal to you, there's so many other things that will fall in place naturally. You wouldn't even have to tell them things. You won't be hearing things like, oh, this person is saying bad stuff about me. I think that's one of the biggest things that actually breaks friendships.
Yeah.
People that come to your front and say something, and then behind you they're saying a different thing. The kind of friend that I am is the kind of friend who will jump in a fight for my other friends, or will jump and defend my other friends outside, and then go home and scold them because what they did was wrong. That is loyalty. To get in there, to support, no matter the situation, no matter how stupid it makes you look, no matter how angry you are, to be loyal is so important to me. In fact, I think I value it more than any other point, because I feel like if someone is loyal to you, they'll tell you the truth, they will respect you. It will bring trust. I mean, there's so many things that loyalty brings to a friendship, so I think it's so important. I mean, a lot of girls these days, be talking about your friends and telling them that this person said this and this person said that and this person said that, and your aim is just to twist in between a lot of people and cause a lot of confusion. And I think that's how that question came, and that's how this episode was generated, because this person was like, girls are always hating, they're always jealous, they're always fighting, they're always gossiping. You need to not give room for that in your friendship if you want it to work.
I mean, just to add on what Jane just said, like, we are not perfect. We have our days where we argue and stuff, but if you're a true friend with someone, everyone have arguments, but you need to come to a common understanding and be able to fix things. So that's exactly what we do. I mean, we're not perfect. We're not, but we manage to solve our problems on our own instead of involving third parties. So that's another thing. That's another thing. Always do not involve third parties.
And don't get it wrong. We have other friends, other circle of friends.
Yeah.
They're the ones that notice when something is wrong. But in the end, it takes both of us sitting down and trashing out our issues. We almost try not to even argue in front of our friends, which is what we really do. But they notice when me and Josephine are good. And they're pretty good. Like, they try to sort things out. They know how we are on a good base. Everybody knows I'm a noisemaker. So the moment I'm not talking, they know, okay, something is up. You know, and then Josephine will be probably going upstairs in her room and doing her own thing. They know that something is up. But it takes me and her communicating, because we are loyal to our friendship.
Yeah.
And we value it, I guess.
Exactly. Another thing is dedication. I honestly see friendship like marriage. You need to be 100% dedicated to that person, or your friendship for that matter. Like, what I've come to realize over the past few months being in Melbourne, because of course we moved from Tassie, we used to live in different houses, but now we live in the same house. I realized that never ever sleep on an argument. If you have a fight with your friend, get angry for a couple of hours, but make sure you settle the argument before the next day, because the longer you leave it, the harder things become. So it's like, married couple, they all have fights, but I think settling your argument the same day is so much better than leaving it longer. So that's something we've just
Learned
to do.
to do.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my next point, which they're kind of married together. Pride. You cannot be proud in a friendship. If I'm waiting for her to talk to me and she's waiting for me to talk to her, things get worse. It's happened before. And like I said, our friendship is still growing even though we've known each other for this long. So there is no room for pride. You accept another person's opinion, you respect their opinion. You say what you need to say, but as well you give room to listen to what the other person has to say, and you find a common ground and come together. And we're human beings and we're still like God knows. We all think that our point of view is right, and we always think that we are doing the right thing by another person, but believe me, life is so funny. You don't know how one little thing that you say to someone can really hurt them. So we have to bring ourselves down to make friendship work. You cannot be proud. You cannot feel that you're better than another person. You cannot feel that you're always right, because that will be one of the things that will kill your friendship very quickly.
Just to add on the point that Jane said with listen and be very, very supportive. Like, if she had a problem and she needed to talk to me, you need to give that person your full attention. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life at that time. She needs you or he needs you at that time. So drop everything that you're doing and give them your full attention. Listen to them. Be there to support them as much as you can. Don't say because it doesn't affect me. Being in a friendship, everything affects, what happens to me affects her, and what happens to her affects me.
In a true friendship.
In a true friendship, yeah. In a true friendship. So you have to be there to support. If someone heard something bad about me, they automatically are going to think that she's involved, but she's doing the same thing because we're together all the time. So they say, tell me your friend or show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it's going anyway. So always be there to listen and be supportive. Like in our friendship, there are some things that I want to do, and sometimes I feel like maybe that's, you don't 100% approve of what I'm doing, but she still support me anyway because that's what I want to do. That's what in friendship, that's what you do.
And I always have this saying to her, I'm going to be here either way, but this is what I think. So that's support, like wearing it for the long run. I'm here no matter what decision, no matter which side you fall on, but I don't approve, and I think that's a good way. You have listened, you have weighed the situation, you have given your opinion, then you are always ready to support.
And I think that I'm just gonna say you should be patient as well, because I feel like a lot of friendship these days don't last because people don't have patience. And trust me, coming from me, you should listen to me because I'm the most impatient person in the universe. But in friendship, you have to be patient, or else you're gonna change friends like this. Just because something happens today or something is not working doesn't mean you should walk away. You should be able to stand and face reality
and fix it.
Yeah, fix it. Because if you're gonna do that, you're just gonna keep changing friends for the same old reason.
People who most likely change friends all the time probably don't have long-lasting friendships. It's just that simple. Yeah. Every time something goes wrong, they run. Every time they hear something, they move to a new circle. I mean, how are you supposed to be with that? No one wants 100 friends that are fake. No one wants 100 friends that lie to them and backstab them in the back. So I would rather have one good friend than 1,000 friends that are just lounging around and being a nuisance to my life and don't add anything to it. Never be afraid to be alone. It's also important. That's how you find your true friend. You don't force it. Everything just it flows, but then you need to put in the work.
Once you know what you bring to the table, you're never afraid to stand alone.
Yes. And one of my favorite points that I'm going to share today is wish your friends well. I can't even stress on this. Girls love to hate. I'm sorry ladies, but it's the truth. This girl gets all the guys when you go out, or this girl is smarter, or this girl is lucky in life in some things. Everybody's destiny is not the same. Once you accept this, you accept people for who they are. You will love that about them. You will appreciate that fact. And you will know that that's what they bring to the table. If you wish your friends well, you don't allow room for hating. There's no jealousy because your friend's happiness is your happiness. I get excited when good things happen to her. And another thing people don't realize in life is we all don't have to be in the front. We don't all have to be in the front row. We don't all have to be the one to shine. You can be blessed through your friend's blessing. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Don't be afraid when your friend is good at something to push them forward and go, yes, you can go for this. It doesn't always have to be you. Yeah. And I think that's what people just don't understand. There is nothing sexier to me than a group of women who are going for their goals together. Together.
Yeah. And also, for me, jealousy and comparison is a big 100% no. In life, we need to understand that everyone have different destinies. Some people make it in life early, like easy, quickly. Some people takes forever. I never compare myself with anyone. Nobody. Never do that in a friendship, because you're just going to keep bringing it down. Oh my God, she's doing this, I'm not doing that. Oh my God, she has it, I don't have it. Oh my God, she's married. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Don't do it. Like, that's just a big no. Why would you want to compare yourself with someone? When God made us, He destined our future. So if you force things, it's not going to happen till the time He destined that to happen. You might be 20 and be married and have kids, and your friend is like 30, she doesn't have half the stuff you have. That's her life. That's how God destined her future to be. Wait for your turn. Please, guys, please, I'm begging you to not compare yourself to anyone. And jealousy, kick it out the door. Like, just kick it in the ocean. No way. Always be happy for someone else's success. Seriously, I strongly believe that the more excited you are for other people, the more things happen, good things happen for you. So be supportive, be excited, encouraging them, but never say, oh my God, don't judge them for any reason.
Carry each other along. I think it's really important. Me and Josephine, we sit down here and we talk about things that we'll do in 5 years to come together. There's no, I don't know where you're going to be. I'm going to be doing this. It's really that point that she just said of not comparing removes jealousy, removes hating, brings more love, as ridiculous as it sounds. When you bless someone, when you have good thoughts towards someone, good things come to you. It's just that simple. Like, be genuine with your feelings. It's very hard as human beings to see somebody go ahead of you, but once you can get past that mental state of, my time is coming. Yeah. We're not in a race. This is my friend and I'm happy for their moment. Everything will go well for you. It doesn't matter how long, it's how well, really. So you don't want to rush it.
It's not a competition. If you want a true, lasting friendship, there's no such thing as competition. You wish your friend well and she's going to wish you well. It's just that simple, to be honest. I might be saying it, people might be like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. It's easy to say. Trust me, once you pass that stage, everything will be fine. Trust me.
And always bring out your inner child. This was not among the points. But I think it's important to play and to genuinely have fun and let yourself go. I think that's the most sincere thing. It brings so many things. It releases tension. I can't tell you how silly me and my friends get. We're old. We're not exactly young people. But we do the most silly things. It brings memories. We sit down and we can talk about so many things. I mean, if I get married today and she gets married, we have so many stories to tell. So many crazy things that we have done. It's good to bring out your inner child every now and then. There's a time to be serious and there's a time to joke around. Yeah. There's a time to build moments. There's a time to support. There's a time for everything. And once you understand the timing in your friendship, it will help boost a lot of things. I'm so playful. I don't take things too seriously. Alright. Always eat an M&M.
Oh my God, I was seriously about to say that. I swear to God.
See what I mean? That's it. Bring out your inner child. Always eat an M&M. other things. If you're drinking and she doesn't want to drink, force it in the mouth. That's what I always do. She knows. There could be things that your brain are going through.
So, just before, another very important thing, I need to say this and I need to stress this out. In everything we do in life, always, always, always give God the glory.
Amen, sister.
You need to pray about everything and anything. If we have problems that are beyond us, I always pray to God about it. I always pray for a solution, how to solve the problems and stuff. So, do not forget that. Communication is very important, but always ask God for assistance in everything you're doing in life. That's what I believe. I mean, we do pray.
We do. Yeah, on this note, we just want to say thank you again for your support, for all the feedback, for all the questions, because it really just generates more things that we can talk about on the blog.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been requesting, like sending messages and stuff. Can you guys do a makeup video? Where do you get your lipsticks from? Where do you get your hair and stuff like that? I mean, we've just started, but as time goes by, we will, like, you know, give you guys more of these things you're requesting for. So we really do appreciate the support, the love and encouragement. Thank you so much, and please don't hesitate to give us feedbacks, and please subscribe
and share the videos
and share the videos. Share the love.
Share the friendship.
Yeah.
Okay, we can read our M&Ms now.
Cheers.
Enjoy the rest of your week, and stay tuned for another episode. It's coming really soon.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Oh yeah. Yeah, music. Let's go. I wanna thank my God for blessings and letting me go, na na na. I wanna thank my fans for support and letting me blow, na na na. Lord, I give everything to you, my life and soul, na na na. I wanna thank my mom for bringing me to life, na na. I dedicate everything to you, my fans all over. See everything you see, now God they do.